It's your boy Reacts, back with another reaction for you today. So we got Bakugo versus Reze. Let's get right to it. Let's go. Alright, so the thing is, I'm kind of curious who's gonna win.
Who's here?
Honestly, I want my new Bakugo.
Versus Reze, the god of explosions versus the bomb devil. He's
I'm going with Bakugo.
And it's our job
Everybody
to
gonna
analyze
beat
their
Bakugo.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
He fought one of the strongest people. Well, in My Academia.
Wiz, there's nothing like the smell of napalm in the morning.
Let's go.
The rush of the shockwave, the flash of combustion. I love it when stuff goes boom.
Boom.
And no one knows that feeling better than Katsuki Bakugo. When your name literally means powerful.
Wait, hold on, time out. This
it's
thing
no
is
wonder he
25.
was born with the quirk explosion. It lets Bakugo create humongous kabooms from
This
his
thing is
palms.
25?
I can only dream of having hands that red. Quirks are genetic superpowers that most humans are born with. Bakugo inherited his quirk from his parents. Specifically, it was a combination of his father's combustible acid sweat and his mother's glycerin skin secretions, making Bakugo's sweat basically like nitroglycerin.
I didn't know he was
The more
25.
he sweats, the bigger the booms. His parents basically made the perfect kid, absolutely oozing with shonen main character energy. Bakugo felt similarly, so much so that he started bullying his childhood friend who happened to be born without a quirk.
One of the best heroes ever.
Sometimes, but come on, Wiz, the kabooms! They're so cool. Quirks are a natural biological feature of a person's body.
And
in the same way that we don't really think about walking or breathing, Bakugo's explosions became like any other limb, especially with his rigorous training. Bakugo quickly picked up on how to use his explosions to obliterate anything in sight, block attacks, launch himself around, and quickly maneuver
so wait, time out. So Bakugo was going against high
speeds,
schoolers?
which requires a ton of focus and on-the-fly
I just realized that.
Despite getting this incredibly
He a
dangerous
grown-ass
work when he
man.
was 4, he somehow never
And
killed
he's high
himself
schoolers.
or anyone else that we know of. Bakugo was truly a prodigy, destined for greatness. And his only goal was to surpass Japan's numero uno superhero and his personal idol, All Might. In Bakugo's mind, the only person who wins no matter what. Absolute victory. No problem for the main character. Except Katsuki wasn't the protagonist that he thought he was. That would be Izuku Midoriya, the quirkless child Bakugo bullied. In truth, he was threatened by Izuku's tenacity despite being quirkless.
Don't put some respect on Deku name.
Crybaby's the main character? Well, Bakugo's inferiority complex would only get worse when Deku somehow landed a quirk that was just as cool, and both were accepted to the same superhero high school, Talk to me. There, he would learn to be a superhero and fully develop his ultimate moves.
How old is Deku?
Flying through the sky faster than sound with turbo speed, blinding people with stun grenades, focusing his blasts into armor-piercing shots, or making a big-ass tornado of death. The howitzer impact involves Bakugo spinning himself in midair with his explosions, building up a tremendous amount of swirling oxygen, and then igniting it all for one hell of a boom. He's pretty smart when it comes to strategizing mid-fight. He even developed new techniques for his quirk faster than Deku did. UA High also aided Bakugo's development by preparing him with his iconic Grenadier bracers, gauntlets that allow him to store up his sweat, for prolonged bouts, or to release all of it at once in a single massive blast. He's also got his hero suit, which helps him sweat faster in order to build up stronger attacks. Or the Strafe Panzer. These badass turrets mounted to his back that store his sweat as ammo. With all of that, it wasn't long before Bakugo made his hero debut, called the Bombshell Hero, Great Explosion Murder God, Dynamite. Hey, I dig it. The more
Colons, the merrier. A lot of big names, so don't pay a reason.
Despite some early wins, Bakugo failed to live up to his own sky-high expectations. He had the makings of a great hero, if only he could get out of his own way.
The anger.
The team before his ego.
Especially
when he was kidnapped by the League of Villains, ultimately leading Bakugo to blame himself for All Might's retirement. Something needed to change. So he vented his frustrations in a slugfest with Deku and realized something crucial. That the kind of
he was about that life.
That defined All Might
Deku
wasn't
was about
victory
that life.
for himself,
but victory for everyone.
He was starting to become the prodigy everyone knew he could be. I mean, hell, even while he was unconscious, he kept analyzing the fight he was in and coming up with counters. Somehow,
Bakugo's powerful enough to shatter Todoroki's heaven-piercing ice wall, fast enough to keep up with villains like Shigaraki, who can catch light beams, and tough enough to survive, well,
being dead.
But he was
you
dead
heard
at
us.
one point.
Bakugo was killed, dead as a doornail. And then a single bead of sweat floating through his bloodstream detonated and restarted his heart. If that isn't main character plot armor, I don't know what is.
His stamina is perhaps the craziest thing about him. After all, he is tanking the recoil of all of his explosions.
Even with the overuse of his blasts literally tearing his body apart, he kept trying to make him stronger, and eventually his quirk awakened.
Essentially, when a quirk evolves to become stronger. Now, by condensing his explosions into smaller and more powerful clusters, Bakugo could enhance all of his techniques.
Like the Howitzer
they know
Impact
that.
Cluster, a stunning achievement in the field of explosionology, or kaboom theory for the layman.
Powerful enough to shatter the side of a mountain, or blow apart Uehai itself. Judging by the school's size, we can estimate Bakugo's Howitzer Impact Cluster yielded over 300 kilotons of TNT.
Given Bakugo's whole deal is explosions, it makes sense to science
That's like
out
a
what a
motherfucking
ton
nuke.
of TNT actually is. It's literally the energy contained in 1,000 kilograms of
That's like a
trinitrotoluene.
motherfucking nuke.
A chemical compound composed of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon.
That's the recipe for kabooms. Now, imagine a pile of TNT as big as the Empire State Building blowing up
That's a
all
lot.
at once. That's Bakugo's Howitzer Impact Cluster.
And these explosions
That's-
can
that-
launch him
that's
so
it.
fast, it's like time stands still around him.
Like when he covered a huge part of this city in a fraction of a second, almost 400 times the speed of sound.
And that's not all. Now he can detonate his sweat remotely, and from all over his body, not just his palms.
With all of this crazy bullshit, Bakugo became one of the strongest heroes on Earth, enough to battle and defeat All Might's lifelong arch nemesis, All for One. Yeah, that's right.
He did.
the
Well, technically,
main
he
villain,
didn't
who's
defeat
the
him. Let's get it
protagonist now,
right.
Deku.
Bakugo literally and figuratively surpassed his childhood idol and proved his mettle as a hero.
Number 5 on the rankings and rising. Not bad, Kachan.
But more important than proving it to his friends, to All Might, or even to Deku, he proved it to himself.
Yeah, whatever.
Respect.
Take that,
Respect.
losers! Sickest quirk in the world over here! Dynamite! Dynamite! Dynamite!
Alright, that's the other person. Whoever this
Wiz,
girl is.
what happened to you? You look funny and squishy.
I'm over here, Boomstick. That's the new death metal plushie from U2's, and it's available to order right.
Oh, like the one they made of me a year ago. You got jealous, didn't you?
What? No, mine's way cuter. Look at it, and you can get one by clicking the link.
Ah, they forgot to color one of your arms.
Boomstick, I have a metal arm. I always have. Oh,
Not
and
bad.
if you order it, there's a chance you might get a special version with a gold arm.
That's actually kind of awesome.
You definitely want one.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I do, okay? Shut up about it.
Click the link below to order one for yourself. It's only available for a limited time, and after that, it will never be available again.
come on.
So don't miss out.
Let's do it.
Death, war, famine, conquest. Humanity has been
Ew.
plagued by all manner of ills since they first crawled out of the primordial ooze. In the world of Chainsaw Man, there is nothing to fear but
Honestly, I had
fear
never seen
itself.
Chainsaw Man.
Because fear itself
What
is
the
real,
hell?
and they're called devils.
Literally devils from hell. These monstrous beings are the
Holy
living embodiments of
shit.
humanity's worst nightmares, and their power is directly proportional to that fear.
So the chicken devil might be so weak you could keep him
chicken
as a
devil.
class pet, like, you know,
The chicken devil?
But what
Out of-
about the
out of
bat
all
devil, or the
things.
ghost devil, or the devil embodying man's fears of one of the greatest weapons it's ever created, the bomb devil?
The
Little
bomb
is
devil.
known about the origins of the Bomb Devil's current host, Reze.
Reze.
If that even is her real name.
She
Reze.
might look cute and
How
kawaii,
old she
but
is?
she's actually
Okay.
a Soviet assassin
Really?
trained from birth to be one of the deadliest
So we don't
killers
know
on
her
the
age?
planet. Basically a Black Widow. A cold and lonely existence for
Wow.
anyone, but quadruply so in a world as effed up as this.
But all Reze wanted was a safe, normal, quiet life.
Understandable.
As much a fable to her as Aesop's country mouse.
Too bad! You are now a walking, talking explosive. Have fun.
Boom.
At some
Just
point,
said
the girl
boom,
known as
just-
Reze was implanted with a
boom.
fragment of the bomb devil and became a hybrid. A human possessing a devil's powers without
Oh, damn.
sacrificing their humanity, transforming their body into a living weapon.
As a hybrid, Reze's strength and speed are way crazier than a normal human's. And with her martial arts training, she's a force to be reckoned with up close. Also, Wiz, check out the bomb for a head.
Someone like Reze would eat you alive, literally. Should devils
Oh,
like Reze
what?
take any damage whatsoever, they can heal by consuming
Yeah.
blood.
And that lets hybrids survive some
Okay.
pretty insane stuff, like having their limbs torn off, getting bisected clean in half, or being roasted alive. Just slurp some blood and they're good as new.
I mean, I think
Especially
about,
useful
like I
considering
said,
the bomb devil's
I think that
primary
Bakugo winning.
ability is literally blowing herself
But
up. Reze
she
can
good.
emit explosions from
Oh, she
any
good.
surface of her body,
She about
even
that life.
tearing off limbs and turning them into bombs that she can detonate at will.
So she can
Damn,
cut off her,
that's
so she can cut off her
hardcore.
hand
She can use
and
these
throw it at
blasts
you.
to jet through the sky at hypersonic speed,
Okay.
maneuver and redirect herself in midair, and enhance the strength and speed of her blows.
Or Reze can send sparks that can ignite the atmosphere
So
and
how is this
explosions
in
that
the
tear
camera
apart
finger?
entire
just
cities,
blow up a hole.
making
Alright.
herself stronger
Wow.
the more fear her wanton destruction creates.
As long as the area
Noted.
around her is dry enough to maintain ignition, Reze can
Her ass
create
can
as many
fucking snap
explosions
a
as she
finger.
wants, non-stop.
She can even turn her own body into different types of real-world bombs to massively enhance their power.
Like transforming her leg into a torpedo or her apron into dynamite. Every single
So
inch of
pretty much her
Reze is a
whole
living
body
weapon.
is a
This
weapon.
made her feared across the devil world as one of their mightiest warriors.
Oh,
and
wow.
the perfect choice to assassinate Japan's newly acquired devil
Okay.
hybrid, Chainsaw Man.
You see, you might not think chainsaws are all that scary, at least not compared to bombs, but the Chainsaw Devil is special.
Any devil the Chainsaw Devil consumes becomes
Wow.
deleted from reality, retroactively erased from
kinda
humanity's
OP though.
collective consciousness.
And here I thought chainsaws were for boring stuff like trees or Texas massacres.
Pretty
Silly
much.
me.
This ability makes the Chainsaw Devil the most important being alive and invaluable for
Yeah.
any global power to control.
Except instead of meeting the fearsome chainsaw of legend, Reze met Denji, a dumb, horny teenage boy just looking for anyone, to love.
So
And for
he's
once,
Chainsaw Man.
Reze actually hesitated. Rather than immediately kill her target, she got to know him and found they weren't so different. Both were used as tools of the state, as weapons of war rather than people. A kindred
Okay,
spirit in
okay.
a hostile world, Denji wanted to drink up as much of the excitement of life as he could. The town mouse.
So
to
he
her
fell in
country
love.
mouse.
And thankfully, he was super easy for a pretty face to manipulate.
It wouldn't be the only time.
Reze's nothing if not professional,
So
and
he
she
did
gave
fall in
Denji
love.
one parting gift. To teach him the way devils did battle before he died.
As the embodiment of one of the deadliest weapons known to man, Reze's power is off the charts, capable of creating an
Not
explosion more than
clean out.
400 meters in diameter.
Damn.
That's over 4 football fields long.
To have a blast that size, you'd need to be exploding with over 2 kilotons of TNT.
More
Wow.
than comparable
I
to
mean, that's still-
nuclear
that's still
weapons,
be,
which is really impressive
Bakugo.
considering Reze is not the devil of nuclear bombs. That's apparently an entirely separate thing.
Despite her bombs being technically conventional, they're just that strong.
Likely comparable to other powerful devils like the Gun Devil.
The
who
Gun
could travel
Devil.
across the world and kill millions of people in 5 minutes.
5
That'd
minutes.
be over 500 times the speed of sound.
She's even stronger than the Typhoon Devil, a
Apple.
sentient city-spanning storm.
The literal coughing baby to her hydrogen bomb.
The hell kind of
Unfortunately
devils
for
are
Reze,
these?
Denji took her lessons to heart and proved he was more than a fitting host for the Chainsaw Devil.
He whooped
Okay.
her ass, but spared her life. Just in case
Oh,
her
she got her ass
seduction
whooped?
wasn't a total act after all.
But it wasn't
Okay,
meant to be.
you ain't that strong
Whether Reze
then.
chose the safe life of the country mouse or the exciting life of the town mouse, there are hungry cats everywhere.
Oh, Makima.
Oh, wow,
What I
she
would
died.
give to find someone to kill you.
Reze's dreams of freedom were never realized.
Wow.
She simply changed hands from one cold, unfeeling entity to another. And this time, there was no escape. She was a weapon, a symbol of man's bottomless capacity for malice and self-destruction.
A living bomb.
So she died. Wow.
The battle's about to start, and I hope you've got
Yeah.
something good to hear these kabooms with, like our sponsor, Raycon.
That's right, Boomstick. I've been using Raycon for many years now, and they've got everything I need in good earbuds.
And with Mother's Day coming up, this is the kind of gift she'll actually use.
Such as Raycon's essential open earbuds. They're open ear so she can listen to music or podcasts while doing other things.
Like going for a morning walk, running errands, or driving her rocket-powered dune buggy. You know, mom stuff.
The sound stays clear and balanced without feeling closed off from your surroundings, which is such a win-win.
But if that's not enough for you, Raycon's got a bunch of other cool stuff for sale, so I'm sure you'll find something for her. Or for you.
Celebrate the moms in your life. Go to buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to get 15% off the Essential Open Earbuds.
Thanks for sponsoring Death Battle, Raycon. We wouldn't be able to have these amazing animations without you.
Go to buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to get 15% off the Essential Open Earbuds. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's go. Like I said, I got Bakugo winning. Don't let me down, bro. Oh, we get right into it. Let's go. Okay.
I've been sent to collect your head, Dynamite.
Better villains than you have tried, lady. You tell your bosses that after I send you back in a coffin!
Damn.
How would I tell them that if I was already dead?
Damn. Okay.
Wow, you're quick.
Shut up and die!
Okay. Oh, she can block bullets? Her head.
Oh, damn!
Her head.
Oh, damn!
What in the... She can fight with no head. What in the fuck?
Oh, it's on! Impact!
Get her! Get her! Get her! Get her!
Move it or lose it, people!
Save me, Dynamite!
Let go of me!
She got your ass. She got your ass. That ain't gonna kill him. That was child's play. That ain't gonna kill him. They can get up. Why are you killing people?
Leave them out of this!
Wow. He ain't dead. Is he dead? No, he ain't dead.
For what it's worth, Dynamite, your blood was delicious.
You bit off a bit more than you could chew. My blood isn't the only thing you drank. It's my sweat you should worry about, dumbass!
Talk to me. Talk to me. My dude laughed at you.
Victory.
He laughing at you.
Impact! Cluster!
Yeah. Yeah. But keep blowing up. Keep blowing up. Yeah. Blow up. Yep. Blow up her head. Yep. Everything get blown up. Everything.
Scratch that. Not
Yeah.
enough for a coffin.
Yeah.